Yo, what's going on, guys? The gameplay in the background is the championship game for the Chosen League. You know, Joel Embiid, Andre Iguodala, and Kyle Lowry. And I just finished watching Triple G versus Canelo. It ended in the draw. As soon as it was over, I looked at my homeboy and I was like, man, this fight is going to end in the draw. That's exactly what I said. Matter of fact, last week I said it's possibly going to end in the draw. I wanted Canelo to win, but Canelo was like tired and very sloppy down the stretch. Even though he did take a couple rounds down the stretch, I gave him the 12th. I think the 9th or the 10th. I can't remember. Man, it's one of those rounds between 9 through 11. I can't even remember, but it was a pretty competitive fight. I can definitely see if Triple G won, because like the rounds were very close, but the rounds that Triple G won, which were like the 5th, 6th, and 7th, like those were like the most dominant rounds in the entire fight. But good match. Lived up to the hype, sure. But anyways, man, shout out to Kemp from the comment section. I mean, this man said that Joel Embiid was like nearly unstoppable in this championship game, and truth be told, I said I was gonna drop him off. But god damn it, man, you cannot score on this dude. Like, this dude comes out of nowhere. Like, actually, I had to play this game twice. The first time I played, I ended up with like 18 points and like 16 rebounds because we kept going and kept going. The final score was 46-44. The AI won on a wide open 3-point shot. Like, I was just getting pissed off. Like, I shot terribly. Joel Embiid was everywhere. Man, the dude got like 6 blocks like down the stretch. I was like, man, he came out of nowhere. Kyle Kuzma was wide open. Fast break. Joel Embiid chased him down track star speed and blocked his shot. I was like, damn, this shit crazy. So, of course I had to run it back. So when I ran it back, we do what we gotta do, man. But that's the gameplay in the background. As far as the game itself goes, I mean, NBA Live 18 is pretty fun. I haven't played too much. Just a little bit of the one, the stuff that you got to play in the demo, and the early stages of the one on the full release. The first thing I touched was the WNBA. I didn't touch the one out the box because when I loaded my game up, my player face deleted for some strange reason. I went back on the app. I tried to rescan my face. It wouldn't work. So I just kept trying. I was like, all right, I'm not going to play. So eventually, probably like 12 hours later, I decided to go back on the app, and boom, my face scan just appeared out of nowhere. So I got my face scan back on the game. But the biggest issue for me with the WNBA, I really watched the WNBA, and one of my biggest issues with the game is that the player faces, the attention to detail. Brittany Griner looks exactly like Brittany Griner. I mean, Diana Taurasi looks good. Maya Moore looks good. Jewel Lloyd. Certain players like Stephanie Dolson, they look like themselves. But then you get to players like Candace Parker, Skylar Diggins, and Candice Dupree, and they all have the exact same player model. The exact same. The only thing that I will be like, if I looked at from the back, I'll be like, okay, that looks like Candace Parker from behind. But then you turn around and you look at it, it's just some random light-skinned chick, which is cool and all, but player detail. I mean, I know Simone Augustus, and she definitely does not look like that. But I mean, it is what it is. It's a nice, touch to add. Just the attention to detail is just not good enough. Plus you only have regular season games. I mean, the playoffs is in full swing right now. Of course, the Lynx are up 2-0 on the Mystics, and the Sparks are up 2-0 in their series going on right now. So, but as far as the gameplay goes, like, my biggest gripes is like the passing. Like, number one, the passing is just I don't know, man. Like, it just feels too slow. Like, unless you're doing like flashy passes, which was kind of like how it was on 2K16, where if you did flashy passes, they'll get there much quicker. And it kind of feels like that with live. Like, the passes just feel too floaty, or they just don't feel, you know, accurate, man. Like, it was a time in the game I was playing one of the games and I had Kyle Kuzma right next to me. I pressed left on the stick and my dude threw the ball forward. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I don't get it, but you know, it's a lot of little knick-knack turnovers with passing that happens in the game. Another thing is player speed is kind of crazy. Like, catch-up speed, like if a dude has a higher rating than you, you know, like, I feel like they recover way too fast on defense, and they can, you know, chase you down and, you know what I'm saying, disrupt your shot like with relative ease. But you know, I mean, I guess with a higher rating, I guess that's kind of to be expected. But if you have, like, let's say you got like the same amount of speed and you have a full couple, you know, links ahead of them, that I feel like they should not be able to come through, chase you down, and, you know what I'm saying, and disrupt your shot. I feel like you should be able to get that. And that was one of the things I felt playing against Embiid. Like, you literally could not score on the dude. Like, anytime he was in the paint, only time he got scored on was if someone smaller than him scored on him, like Gerald Henderson. When Gerald Henderson was in the paint, he almost always scored. But everybody else, he disrupted their shot with ease, or he blocked it, which was kind of weird. Like, the shortest man on the court is the one giving him problems, but the tallest dude, he just, you know, destroying them with ease. But pretty much, like, that's pretty much all I got to say. Like, if you pump the game speed up, man, I mean, the game feels so much better. Like, if you just play at whatever the default is, like, the shots, they feel way too slow. You know, some of the animations, they still feel stiff, but nevertheless, I mean, it's still a fun basketball game to play. You know what I'm saying? It's easy, straight to the point. You get out there, you get on the street courts, play the game, you have fun. You know, you just sit in the lobby. Like, there's still a couple things I don't like about the lobby, and that's, you know, you can't upgrade your player within the lobby like you could on Live 16. You know, you have to leave all the way out and then go back in. Then you got this 1 minute wait time instead of the 30-second timer that they had on the previous game. But, you know, it's just little minor gripes. All in all, man, it's a solid game. It's a pretty fun game. If you're on the fence about it, I mean, I say give it a try. At least try the demo. I mean, the demo is unlocked. I think you could still play with people that had a retail version of the game, kind of like they did with Live 16. But like I said, give it a try, man. I mean, they gave it away for like $40 if you pre-ordered. You know, now it's 60, but still, it's definitely worth a try if you're on the fence about it. But that's all I gotta say, man. I'm out. Peace.
Screen coming. No, he can't guard you out there. Y'all better switch up. I got this. What? By yourself, put it up. Screen come.
play of the game.